Hi, welcome back to the course. In this video, we are going to save the records to the database. Let's begin. So we need to create a service method in order to save the records to the database. So let's do that. So before that, in case if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Also check out my website bhushansirgur.in, wherein I write every day a new article on different topics. Make sure to check out that. I have started writing the blog post on Spring security. Check out that as well. So now back to the video. So let's open the employee service. So inside this interface, I'm going to declare a new method. This is going to return the employee object itself. And I'm going to call this save employee. So this will take the employee object as an argument. Let's save this. So now inside our service implementation class, we need to implement that method. So all I need is to call the repository method using the employee repository. eRepository dot, there is a method called save, and for this save method we are going to pass the employee object. And if you look at this return type, this is going to return the employee object. So let's return the employee object. Now let's save this. Now let's go to the employee controller. We need to call the service method. So inside the post mapping, I will just get rid of this return string and I'm going to change the return type to employee. And inside this, we're going to call the service method using the employee service, save employee, and we're going to pass the employee object. Alright, so now let's save this and let's run our application. Alright, our application is started. Let's switch to the Postman and I'm going to open the create employee request. And if you look at this, we have this app details request. I'm going to delete this because we have removed that REST endpoint in our controller. So I'm going to delete this request. Delete this. Alright, inside the post request, inside the body, we have this JSON data. I'm going to click on this send and we should expect the response, but we are getting the error. This is expected. I intentionally created this error. So let's actually switch to the STS and see the error. Let me expand this, and if you look at this, we are getting the error that is mydb.hibernate underscore sequence doesn't exist, which means let me open the employee entity class. So let me open the So the error is causing because of this generation type.auto. We need to change this to identity. Okay, so earlier I told that if you use auto, then JPA itself will take the underlying database and it will automatically generate the ID for us. But if you look at the Maven dependencies, let me expand this, and if you look at the Maven dependencies, we are using the Hibernate version. The Hibernate version which we are using is 5.4.31. So if the Hibernate version is below 5, which is 3.x or 4.x, then generation type.auto will work. From Hibernate 5, there are some complications. I don't go over into that complications. The generation type.auto will not work for the MySQL database. You need to change it to generation type.identity. So now let's save this and our application will restart. Our application is restart. Let's switch to the Postman, and now when I click on this send, we should get the response, which is the employee response, and you can look at the ID. The employee ID is 6, which automatically generates the database for us. So remember that generation type.auto will only work if you are using the Hibernate 4 or the 3. If you're using a Hibernate 5, then you need to change it to generation type.identity. Alright, so now we have completed the post mapping, we have saving the records to the database. Let's actually one more record we will insert so that we will get confirm. So let me change this to test 3 and let's go ahead and click on this send, and you can see now we have a different ID which is 7 and the name is test 3. So let's actually verify in the database as well. Let's go to the database, and inside our TBL employee I'm going to click on this execute query, and you can see now we have added the 2 records just now, test and test 3. Alright, so now we have completed the post mapping. In the next video we are going to look at the other operations. I will see you in the next video.